I'm going to tell you a story that I haven't told in a while. It's a story about a pumpkin farmer. Every year he won first place for his prize pumpkin. And nobody could ever figure out how he did it. This is the nicest guy you've ever want to meet. And he had a wonderful wife. She was plain and simple, but hardworking. And he had a little boy, very obedient, did everything the farmer asked him to do. Well, this was a happy pumpkin farm, Happy Valley Pumpkin Patch. And every day he would open up his gate, and all the cars would come streaming in, and he'd wave to everybody. Everybody would get out and they'd run through the pumpkin patch, and the kids would be laughing and having a good time. And the moms and the dads would take pictures, and everybody would have a great time, and they'd get their photo ops, and they'd pick out pumpkins, and they'd carry them off, and the mother would ring them up and weigh them at the scale. At the end of the day, everybody would file out, and the farmer would stand by the gate and give everybody a big wave goodbye. The farmer goes to close the gate, and there's a car sitting in the parking lot. So he says to the boy, hey, go look around. Maybe somebody's still, maybe they're in the bathroom or behind the hay maze. So the boy goes looking around. Comes back a few minutes later. Dad, there's nobody there. Oh, well, I guess they'll be back tomorrow. He closes the gate, locks it up. And they go into the house and have dinner. The farmer's like, Brenda, to his wife, did somebody say that they're going to leave their car in our lot? She goes, no, nobody said anything to me. I hate it when they do that to us, when they use our pumpkin patch as a parking lot. She goes, it's going to be all right. Don't worry about it. They'll be back for it tomorrow. The next day, Dad opens up the gate, and all these cars come streaming in. He waves to everybody, and they have another great day. All these kids are happy. They pick pumpkins. At the end of the day, he goes to close the gate, looks over his shoulder, 2 cars. He's like, what in Sam Hill tarnation's going on now? He couldn't believe it. Beelining it down to his wife, Brenda, at the register. Brenda, what's going on? There's 2. Did anybody say anything to you? There's 2 cars. And she was like, no, nobody said anything. I'm going to call the sheriff tomorrow because this is not right. Well, they'll be back tomorrow. Nobody wants their car towed. They'll be back to get it. He's like, I don't like it. That night, he's still upset during dinner time. He can hardly eat his dinner. But really, deep down, he's worried. He's thinking, what's going on? Is somebody stalking us? So that night, he gets a little nervous. And normally, he doesn't lock the door of the house. He locks the door. He gets ready for bed, peeks outside the window. And there's 2 cars out in the parking lot. This isn't right. He decides to pull open his drawer, looks underneath his t-shirts, pulls out his pistol. Just to be sure in case somebody's up to no good. Next day, he wakes up, tries to push it out of his mind. All the cars come rolling in. They're going to have another great day. The back of his mind, he's still worried. Who's leaving their cars in his parking lot? All of a sudden, this really arrogant guy, I mean, this real jerk, going too fast through the parking lot, racing up, slams on his brakes. He opens his door, flicks his cigarette on the ground, doesn't even bother to put it out, gets out of his car, goes storming up. She's helping other customers, but he just interrupts, goes right up to the register. Hey, where's the gigantic pumpkins? What are you talking about? I don't know anything about gigantic pumpkins. I know this is the place. You tell me, where's your husband? I know he's the farmer that grows those gigantic pumpkins. She points over her shoulder to where her husband, he's out in the field helping somebody. So he goes beelining up to the farmer, gets right in his face. I want to know where they are. Where? I know you've got them here. Where are they? He's like, what? What do you want? Where are they? Okay, all right already, finally. I mean, enough. I'll show you. These are the most gigantic, beautiful pumpkins that he's ever seen. I mean, they're huge. He walks back through the forest. Everybody's still out having a good time in his pumpkin patch. He starts to wave to everybody. He looks over and sees his wife kind of out of the corner of his eye. She doesn't really know what's going on, but she wonders.